Hi everyone, it's Kelly here from Energetically Inspired. So today I wanted to talk about something. It's in relation to people who hold a lot of trauma in their body and why they seek relationship and sex because of this trauma. Firstly, I wanted to bring up is that trauma in the body creates a lot of insecurities where we feel less love for ourselves. We don't own these parts of ourselves. And because of this lack of love of self, we seek relationships to fulfill this void that we hold within us, which is extremely unhealthy. Now, firstly, when we seek something external to ourselves, we never will actually fulfill that fulfillment within our field, okay? Because somebody can never fulfill something that you are not able to give to yourself. The next thing that we need to look at is that when we need a relationship because of the lack of self-love within us, and we desire for somebody else to fulfill us, we are telling the universe that we need something from a place of lack. That energetically tells the universe that we feel undeserving, right? Because we can't give that to ourselves. So the universe is going to provide you with a relationship that is not compatible. It is going to give you a relationship that is going to have a lower vibrational basis or connection. Another big part of this trauma healing in relationships is that our soul seeks to heal. So something that we have buried unconsciously is going to continue to play out unconsciously in your energetic field. So you're going to attract relationships that are going to allow you to see these parts of yourself that you are denying. Now, the problem with this is that because you are denying them, they will come up and you will shame them, judge them, and push them down because you don't feel lovable in that situation, that you don't want those parts of yourselves to be seen by the person that you're creating the relationship with. Why? Because unconsciously you feel that they're not going to love you because of those things, because you can't love you because of this situation. So therefore you're going to attract this situation where a pattern will keep reoccurring and you will keep burying it and the pattern will repeat and this becomes an unhealthy environment. It also means that the other person in the relationship is going to experience effects from this trauma response within your body, their body. This unhealthy pattern will usually create more wounding and more trauma inside your body. Now, this is not saying that some relationships won't help heal you, but the only way they're going to heal you is if you actually see the unconscious stuff, that you start to own these pieces. And whether the relationship works or doesn't work, that you work through them yourself. You don't expect somebody else to heal these parts of you, that they are yours to heal. And by witnessing them, you can start to move through them. If you don't, well, the universe will continue to give you these patterns, but these patterns will continue to grow. When I say grow, they are actually going to get worse and worse and worse. And what does that mean? That eventually it's going to come to a point where life is crippling because you won't do anything until your life is so bad. So if you don't want to go down this path, it's really important to start looking at your unhealed trauma. Now, the next thing I wanted to bring up is when we have a relationship and we're having sex in that relationship, which is quite normal for a lot of people, the sexual energy itself is magnetic. It is also about manifestation and creation. So anything that exists within your field, you're going to amplify. You're going to create and manifest more of those things. Also, when you're engaging in sex, you're going through the base chakra, right? So it's not just the sacral chakra, which is the sexual energy, but your base chakra. Your base chakra contains your fears, your insecurities, most of your trauma responses in that chakra. So they're going to be amplified with the sexual energy. On top of that, you also have your solar plexus, your power center. Your power center is how you show up as you. It is really about being your authentic self. So when you're hiding parts of yourself from your relationship, you have a distorted energy in your power, and this distorted energy is being empowered to continue to play out in your field. The other problem is that when we are wavering in our response of self or self-esteem or self-love, we are limited in our capacity to listen to our intuition. What does that mean? That you're going to be acting from your wounds, from the distorted energy, more so than your intuition and your higher self, which is going to guide you to how to heal. So until you start to learn to really trust in yourself and gain that sense of self-love and work through your insecurities, you're going to be limited in your capacity to listen to that higher guidance. The next thing is that you lack self-love. Your heart chakra is being affected. So this limits the capacity of how much love you can receive in a relationship, but it also blocks part of your energetic flow of expansion, and it also limits your capacity to listen to your soul or for your soul to be heard, because you're limiting your energetic field, and it goes on and on and on. There's other things that also will show up in your chakras. Your inability to control your impulses and actions through the throat, to being able to communicate yourself or communicate with others clearly, having head chaos, so stories and fears that play out in the head space. All these chakras are going to be affected and amplified, and therefore through your sex, you're going to create more of this situation. What I would suggest to do is start to look at these unconscious patterns for yourself. Start to work at clearing your chakras. Seek help and guidance from healers, mentors, coaches who have walked similar paths to you, that resonate to your story, to your trauma. Why? Because they have walked the path. They will relate and have more compassion and understanding to your situation, so you will not feel alone. See, in the beginning, you seeked a relationship because you're scared to be alone. But having someone to support you through the healing will mean you will attract the actual love you desire. It will help you clear the energetic field so that you don't have these unhealthy relationships coming into your field. And this is really powerful. So seek coaches who have done the work, because them walking the journey of healing themselves have left clues. They have tools and techniques to basically shortcut your healing. And when I say shortcut, this does not mean that the healing will not be easy, okay? It will be easier than walking the path by yourself and having to discover all the tools and techniques to healing yourself. So by finding someone that can help you with your trauma, with what is existing in your field, will help you speed up your ability to be able to heal. So if any of that resonated to you, if you want to know more, or maybe you're seeking somebody, I have a lot of friends that work in the different fields of trauma, whether it's sexual trauma, whether it's healing, emotional trauma. There is so many different types. So reach out. Maybe I know who they are. If not, open the doors to the universe and ask for that guidance to be shown the appropriate person to help you heal. Because they're there. and they want to help you because they know what it was like. So, from my heart to yours, I hope that helps you guys today.